Everything is about to come full circle. We are in the final month of our home build, and I can't wait to show you how it finished. Up to this point, we were supporting our subs, organizing the build. Chris was working hard to stay on top of the schedule, managing his subs and all the inspections. We were also managing all the payments to the subs and the withdrawals from the bank on our construction loan. Our lives became very detailed and very organized, and quite frankly, it was exhausting keeping up with all of it. But all of that was nothing in comparison to what lay ahead for us in the last month. We now face doing a lot of the work ourselves, which meant a lot of hard labor and a sprint to the finish. Were we up to the task? Let's find out. We have arrived with all of our kitchen cabinets and laundry cabinets and some other cabinets like our bathroom stuff, and we just need to get it all into the house, and this week we'll be working on assembling all of these things. I'm not sure what is worse at this point, the fact that we're tracking in and working in all the snow, or the fact that my only option is a porta pot in 20-degree weather. And the trailer was a sheet of ice. This, my friends, is a kitchen in the making, and we did decide, as we were figuring out our budget for the project, we did decide to do an Ikea kitchen just for the sole reason that it was the best thing we could get for the least amount of money for us to also install it. And you can see what it looks like right behind me. Now that we have all of our boxes in the house, tomorrow we will begin assembling the kitchen. We're ready to get started on our cabinets. The only thing that we did in preparation, I just wanted to let you all know this, is for our wall, we decided to, actually our painter let us know that we should really prime that. You know, you want some sort of a moisture barrier for your drywall, and so before we hang our cabinets, he recommended that we just put a coat of primer on it. We did that. We're getting started. Each box contains assembly instructions, and the fun begins with the cabinet frames. The first one is always the worst, but once you get the hang of it, assembling the cabinets is simple and kind of fun too. A day later, and we're working on the drawers. It's all about the drawers today. To assemble the drawers, you need to work off of your packing slip to pull all of the different pieces for each drawer together for assembly. While I'm working on the drawers, Chris is working on installing the cabinets and just making sure they're level. It's the end of another day here at the house, and as you can see, we have the kitchen mostly, the cabinet frames installed for the most part. And you know that we got some of those drawers in a while already. And then the wall cabinets are in and secured. The base cabinets are not yet, so we'll be working on that the next time. And if you look at my pile over here, you can see I have all the drawers ready to go for those base cabinets. But the overall IKEA pile is looking a lot smaller. They also delivered our trim today, which is what you see there in the distance. And the guys will be working on that tomorrow, not us. We have people doing the trimming everything out. Thank goodness. So, is it really, you know, you get to a point where you're really trying to do as much as you can yourselves just to save money, but at the same time, everything is trying to get done at once. You know, it all comes, in the end, it all comes in line at the same time. And so we need to get the trim and the doors on, the interior doors on, because the painters are coming next week, and we want them to be able to paint all of that at the same time. It's been a great day at the house, and I can't believe the kitchen is finally looking good. We got a lot of snow today. You can see out the big windows there. We got a couple inches, and it's still snowing. It's been snowing all day. It was just beautiful here with these windows, just watching the snow fall. Very, very peaceful.
This is crazy. Meanwhile, we got blizzard conditions outside of the house.
Oh, yeah, it's funny being in a house that doesn't have any exterior lighting. Every time, we don't like to stay after dark, but it's like 8 o'clock. We just really wanted to get those cabinets in place, installed as best we could. So, and tomorrow we're actually taking the day off because Chris has a lot of regular work to do, and then we'll be back at it on Thursday of this week. Probably like the same thing where we work in the morning and then come over and work in the afternoon and evening, but you just got to do what it takes to get it done. Wow, we actually did get a lot of snow, huh?
Yeah, I'd say we got the 5 inches.
It's a 5 inches, eh? Yeah, okay. Oh, look how nice the house looks. Warm and cozy. One day, we'll be in there soon. Now we have to go back to Aunt Gladdy. Oh gosh. On Thursday, we finished the drawer installs and worked on all of the doors. On Friday, we assembled our bathroom vanities and the laundry room cabinets. And at the close of the week here, you can see just how far we really got. Look at all those boxes pretty much gone. We finished installing the trim today, except those are the baseboards. And that we're going to be doing after the paint as well. Once we made our way through the kitchen and laundry items, we also put together our bathroom vanities, the one for the guest bathroom and the master bathroom. These are our other laundry cabinets. So you can see we went with the gray in the laundry room. So it's just a drawer and a door. We got all this stuff assembled. And then 2 doors on that. This is actually going to have a sink in it. Other things that got done today are the plumber really got through pretty much, oh, door got put in for the attic space.
That's nice to have.
Yeah, Chris did that with one guy's help. And then the plumber got through pretty much all of this work. And you can see it's kind of like a masterpiece. They're really great. They gave us a ton of shut-off valves, which is really great. And so now technically the water is hooked up. The only thing we're waiting on next week, they will be back out to hook up the propane. And then we'll be able to start this and actually heat up our floor.
Yes, get that radiant heat going. That's going to be exciting.
Tomorrow, so today's Friday, tomorrow Chris will be out here in the morning to meet with the painter. He wanted to come out tomorrow and get the prep done so that they can get started on Monday. So he'll be out here. But otherwise, we accomplished everything we wanted. Oh, I almost forgot to show you. The hardware for the kitchen. That is on. The only thing we didn't do was the toe kick because we decided better on it that we would wait until after the paint because we want to be able to clean under there. And we might even install the flooring first depending on how that goes, but we want that option. But there you can see our hardware installed. And beautiful. And yeah. Week 14 gave us a bit of a break from the hard labor while the painters worked. After the kitchen, our bodies needed a break before the flooring install. We assembled all of our lighting fixtures in preparation for our electrician. Our electrician did a complete installation on the last day of painting, as the painters were doing the touch-up work. In this photo, you can see one of our painters hard at work, Chris talking to our sider as he came to finish the siding, and our electrician working in the background. This type of pace can only be accomplished if you have a great GC. Ours was Chris, and the work he put in for our home was exceptional. From design to completion, I am convinced that he did the best work, and it shows in these videos. Speaking of Chris, the work of a GC is never done, and Chris had so many random jobs to complete to keep the job running smoothly for everyone. Chris and I also spent a lot of time this week ordering lighting, flooring, and other fixtures so that we would be ready to install as soon as the painters finished. We also had our propane finally hooked up, which meant we could heat up our floor for the first time, and it worked great. Week 15 was a week of installation. We installed all of our flooring. We prepped the floor, then Chris did all the cutting, while I did all the measuring and laying. It was a pretty brutal 4 days. But the worst part of it was that we had to do all the cutting inside because of the weather outside. It was snowing, it was way too cold, and then also we do not have a garage in our home, so all of that cutting work was done inside the area. Chris then installed our bathroom flooring with one other person. We also installed the bathroom vanities and the laundry cabinets and countertop. At the end of the week, all of our kitchen appliances were installed, as was our AC unit. Week 16 was the final week of our build. That does not mean that we had every single little project finished, but it does mean that we had enough finished for our final inspection and to receive our approval to move in. We had our kitchen countertop and sink installed. Then the plumber finished the last of the installations, including the faucets, tub, and laundry sink plumbing. We had left the option open for us to install the sinks, but in the end, we paid the plumber to do it in order to save time. Living in the camper in the winter was taking its toll, and we just wanted in the house. Without a rush, you can have the plumber just stub up the line to the fixtures and then complete the final plumbing yourself to save some money. Chris also worked on his office. He cut and installed his desk countertop. We also tackled installing the glass shower doors. Remember, this was not a typical installation to apply these glass doors to a fiberglass surround, and Chris had to figure out the entire process for himself, which he did, and they came out amazing. We had our inspector out this week and passed our final inspection and got our approval to move in. Stay tuned for our next home video of our grand tour. I can't wait for you to see how our house came out.